Hey, welcome to Critter Creek. You ain't even gonna guess what I'm getting into today. Oh, you probably saw the thumbnail. Never mind. Good morning, folks. Welcome to Critter Creek. Today I wanted to do a video product review. I got a new camera. Okay, wait. Okay, it's not a new camera. It's a new phone with a camera in it. But it's a camera or a phone and a camera that was highly suggested by different YouTube makers and things. So I was pretty excited to get it. Right up until the time that I opened the box and took it out. This is my iPhone 14 Pro Max short review. Now, later I'm going to do a full review of this product and tell you what I have discovered anyway, of how simple this is for a good old country boy, redneck type cowboy, cartoonist. Can we use this stuff without having a youngster around us to help us all the steps of the way? I don't know, but stay tuned. Here's my unboxing. This is a reenactment. This is exactly what it was like when I unboxed this thing. Okay, so I took the box out of the bag and I opened the lid up. This is really the way it happened. So I took that lid off, finally, after about a few minutes of struggling. And I looked at that thing and I said, well, it sure is pretty. I hope I can figure out how to turn it on. Now, those of you who are not technologically challenged, you won't understand that. But this is the last phone that I had. Okay? Little bitty thing, and even when it did work back in the day, I couldn't read nothing on it. I'd be like putting my glasses on and all this. So my short review today is pretty much going to be this. First thing I did, I took my new iPhone. Now this isn't it because it's filming. But I took it and I went, ooh, that sure is pretty. I hope I can figure out how to turn it on. I turned it this way, turned it that way. There are buttons all around the thing. And I thought, oh, I'm fixing to get in some trouble here. I sure wish I had a grandkid or something around here to help me figure out how to turn this on. Next thing I did was I turned it over, and there were 3 camera lenses. Now, I thought, well, at least that's what it looked like. There were 3 lenses on the back of that thing, or 3 round things, and I thought, I can barely figure out how to run one. And there's a dog barking. There must be a delivery coming. I can barely figure out how to run one camera. But if there's 3 of them, it's got to make a decent video, right? But I had a dilemma. The new iPhone 14 Pro Max, I wasn't sure I knew how to turn it on. So anyway, I didn't just want to start pressing buttons, to be honest with you, but I knew from past experience that usually the button on the right's the on button. And I pressed it, and I turned it on. And I'm going to tell you what, now, I don't know about companies and all that kind of stuff, but I'm going to tell you what, the people that made this phone right here figured it out, because it pretty much talked me through everything I needed to do to set it up. I wished I'd have filmed it, but I didn't have anything to film it with because I was setting it up, and my old one was shot. So it pretty much taught me through how to set it up. Now, I did discover later, after I talked to someone, that that youngster at the iPhone place, yeah, he knew real quick. I better do most of this for him. But anyway, the phone talked me through setting it up right up until the point that it said, "Do you want to enable Siri?" Now, I have never had a relationship with Siri. I have heard of people who had a relationship with Siri, and I kind of like the idea of having Siri on my phone where I could have her help me find stuff that I can't find. Figure out stuff that I can't do. I do understand through people who have had that experience that Siri has a difficult time understanding some country enunciations. But I wasn't worried. At the worst case scenario, I'm fixing to have a relationship with this brand new phone whose new name is Siri, and she's beautiful. If I can just figure out how to keep her in line and work for me. That's a joke. Don't send me none of those comments about being a sexist or whatever. But I did name her Siri, and eventually I will figure out how to get her to talk. But this was the unboxing. That's the way it went. When they asked me that question, I said, shut this thing down and figure out what you're doing before you mess something up. So I flipped the little screen, and the camera went off. And then in a few seconds, I flipped the screen, and then in a few seconds, the camera went off, and I headed straight to the same place that a lot of the world goes to figure out everything from there on out. I went to YouTube. I didn't Google it. I went straight to YouTube, and there's some really good videos out there on how to turn this phone on and what not to do. So I did do a little research before that and turned it back on. There was Siri on the screen. Do you want to enable Siri? I still didn't have the answer to that. So I closed it back out again, picked up the telephone, called someone smarter than me and said, hey, can you talk me through this? And they did, or she did. And so I got the phone set up. Now, since that time, I have had a constant help where I'll ask, how do I do this? How do I do that? Like, I can't hear nobody. And they just click a few buttons and turn the volume up. I am not good at reading instructions. But this is something right here that I am proud of. I think it's going to work great for me. And so soon, well, no, every day, I just do a little research on it and get a little farther. But soon, I'm going to do a full product review on the iPhone 4. I keep looking over here because I had to write it all out. I keep saying the iPhone Max Pro, the iPhone 14 Pro Max. I love it so far, and I'm going to do a full review of it soon. But so far, them folks know what they're doing. They're going to help old country boy out. Thank you. Hey, folks, if you would, hit that like button. If I just annoyed the thunder out of you, don't do it. Don't worry about it. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Share the video. If you got old country folks that's afraid that they can't work these new phones, send this video to them and tell them, hey, well, this redneck said you can. You got to breathe. I don't have any notes, so, hey, no notes today. I got to breathe. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. Hey, thank you for watching the video today. Y'all come back now, you hear? Love ya. For real.